Imagine stepping into a ballpark in 1908. No bright scoreboards, no walk-up music, no towering home runs flying into the night sky. Just dust, leather, and the crack of a wooden bat sending a ball dribbling toward third base. This was baseball's dead ball era, a time when strategy ruled, pitchers dominated, and one swing rarely changed a game. It was the age of sacrifice bunts, hit and runs, and stolen bases. A chess match on grass, where the team that thought smarter usually won. From about 1900 to 1919, baseball looked nothing like the slugfest we know today. The baseballs were softer, darker, and often used for the entire game, sometimes for days. After every foul ball, the same scuffed, mud-stained sphere was tossed back to the mound. By the late innings, it barely bounced. That meant hitting home runs was almost impossible. Most seasons saw fewer than a handful of players even reach double digits in homers. Instead, teams focused on small ball, moving runners, bunting, and stealing bases. Runs came one at a time, and a single mistake could decide everything. The reasons went beyond the baseball itself. Pitchers had every advantage imaginable. They could legally throw spitballs, shine balls, and emery balls. Pitches altered with saliva, grease, or sandpaper to make them dance unpredictably. Umpires rarely replaced balls, and hitters had to deal with a dirty, misshapen target flying at their heads. Stadiums also worked against hitters. Outfields were enormous, some more than 500 feet to center. Fences were rare, and balls that rolled deep into the grass often stayed in play. On top of that, players used heavy, thick-handled bats designed for contact, not power. Everything about the game favored the defense. Fans came to watch craft, not chaos. A great team didn't need sluggers, it needed thinkers. Managers like John McGraw of the New York Giants perfected inside baseball, a strategy built on bunts, steals, and hit and runs. Games were fast, gritty, and emotional. Players slid hard into bases to break up double plays. Bunts were laid down with surgical precision. Catchers' mitts were the size of dinner plates, and gloves offered almost no padding. Every run felt like an achievement, earned through teamwork and hustle rather than brute force. Even in a time without home runs, the dead ball era produced giants of the game. Honus Wagner, the Pittsburgh Pirates' shortstop, was the era's complete player. Strong, smart, and fast. He led the league in batting 8 times and became a symbol of pure baseball skill. Then there was Cobb, baseball's fiercest competitor. He didn't need home runs, he created chaos. Cobb slashed singles, stole home 54 times, and intimidated opponents with sheer aggression. Love him or hate him, he embodied the spirit of the era. Win at all costs. Pitchers had their own legends. Christy Mathewson baffled hitters with his fadeaway, a pitch like today's screwball. Walter Johnson, with his blazing fastball, was the rare power arm in an age of finesse. These men didn't just pitch, they commanded games. But the dead ball era had a darker side too. Safety was almost an afterthought. Pitchers threw at hitters constantly, and batters had no helmets. On August 16, 1920, tragedy struck. Ray Chapman of the Cleveland Indians was hit in the head by a pitch from Carl Mays. He died the next day, the only major leaguer ever killed by a pitched ball. That moment shocked the game and became one of the final blows to the dead ball era. The end began a little earlier, in 1919, when a young left-handed slugger named Babe Ruth started launching baseballs where no one thought possible. Ruth hit 29 home runs in 1919, shattering every record. Fans went wild. Owners saw attendance soar, and suddenly, the game that once prized bunts and steals now worshipped power. After Chapman's death, new, clean baseballs were introduced regularly, and spitballs were outlawed. The ball came alive, and the live ball era was born. The dead ball era feels like another world, slower, rougher, and maybe even purer. It wasn't about towering homers or highlight reels. It was about grit, tactics, and survival. A time when a single run could mean everything. And legends were made from hustle, not muscle. Without that foundation, without Wagner, Cobb, and Mathewson, there would be no Ruth, no Mays, no modern baseball. The dead ball era may be gone, but its heartbeat still echoes in every sacrifice bunt, every tight pitcher's duel, and every fan who loves the game's oldest rhythm. This was the dead ball era.